Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Wood Division podcast. I'm here with Chibiin and Necrit, and that's an intro.
This guy has never appeared in a video on his channel, and he has the smoothest voice.
Yeah, that's because he's British. Like it's in his blood. Just like
it's
I'm
really
toxic.
awkward on live streams.
Yeah,
also, no one knows how to call him. So, you know, maybe we should introduce ourselves. I'm Necrit, I'm the lore guy, people know me. That's really... hey, I cover stories. That's me. If you ever like heard an awkward guy who people originally thought was Indian, that's me.
Wait, people thought you were Indian?
Yes, that's why early in my videos, I always ended my video with "Thank you, come again," because yeah, people thought I was Indian.
Oh wow! Oh, I didn't know that bit of lore. Oh,
that's some personal lore.
I'm crying with laughter.
So it's on the same level as like people thinking Donkey was black, right?
I don't know. I think that was a legitimate joke. In my case, people actually thought that was the case.
Oh.
Wow,
Anyway, we then have Skin Spotlights, whom I just call Skin. That's because
Yeah, I go by Dak, Uli, Skin Spotlights.
Just a little bit of
many
his lore. He's not real. Everything he does is automatic. So you're actually listening to an AI right now.
He is Riot Games himself.
Oh, yeah, he is employed by. He is co-owner. Definitely. There are three co-owners now. One of them is Skin, the AI.
And the spotlights are the videos. It makes sense now.
No, you got Spot and then you got Lights.
Wait, Spot? Isn't that like some kind of dog name though? Yeah.
So during the intro, I was kind of like heading towards like maybe you should introduce yourself by like what you want people to call you. Because like people legitimately have no idea who is behind Skin Spotlights. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I'll probably just go by Dak because that's what everyone does now, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny when I live stream because you got lots of different people. You got people who just call me Skin Spotlights. You got people who know that my in-game name's Uli, so they go by that. And then you got people who know my first name and they just call me Dak.
It could be Daddy.
No.
Chibiin,
anyway, now we can actually go. We should also talk about one more thing, and that's why does this podcast even exist? First of all, the name is what's the name actually?
Wood Division.
There we go. Because that's what we feel like, really.
Could. Yeah,
as you can see from the intro, that's where the quality went.
Yeah, we were also feeling like some kind of boomer podcast, but I think that might be taken already.
Boomer, I mean, Necrit's not a boomer. And I'm also not a boomer. Chibiin, you're the only boomer here.
Boomer? You're the boomer here.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a boomer until next year.
True.
Also, I mean, I have a kid, so yeah.
But honorary boomer.
I'm just casual boomer on a side. But also, we pretty much just started this podcast because I legitimately don't know if there's another place that's like talking about news around Riot Games. I genuinely have no idea if there is another podcast that talks about like whatever.
There's not a podcast, but there is this little show called Rift News.
Oh yes, what a great show!
Yeah. It's not long enough though.
The idea.
I'll talk to him. Maybe he'll like give us rights or something.
I know it's crazy. In the last Rift News, he talked about how he like the two new Riot stories, like Malzahar and Sejuani, and he was like, "I'm not probably going to cover them until later this month." And like a day later, the Sejuani one popped up.
What an insane guy! He must be like overworking himself.
True, actually.
Now that's the Christmas spirit.
No, but like the amount of content you produce over like November until now is insane.
That was absolutely insane. Like my numbers quadrupled in November.
Oh wow.
And that's the Arcane Effect, and that was insane. I knew like, you know, I could just take it slowly. I could release the video like in the next day, but if I do that, I will lose like 20% of that video. So I was like, no, I'm doing it today. God damn it, that was a hard month.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
also,
it's truly amazing what Arcane had on everything.
also canceling the whole trip, like all kind of helped you there as well.
Actually, if I went to the event, my channel would have not done that well. So it was kind of like a curse and a blessing at the same time. But I mean, we can talk about that because Chibiin actually went to that event. And like my plan originally was that if I went there, I would pick up my camera and I would literally just walk around the last drop. And I would RP. I would talk to the people there, and I would record myself. And you know, there's no one on the internet, or at least I haven't seen anyone, who actually like recorded the video from there.
I think because it wasn't allowed. Like a lot of things weren't allowed like at specific moments to also like not spoil, I guess.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, because they had the Secret Cinema event where they allowed the general public in.
Yeah, it was a day after, because like we had, I don't remember exactly the days we were in there. I think it was like Friday and Saturday. And then after, like, starting Sunday, I think, if I remember correctly, it was open to the public, or, like, the press and everything.
So yeah, that would have spoiled that. So because, yeah, I saw pictures, but no videos.
Yeah, I saw a couple people with cameras walking around, but I don't think people... I haven't watched or searched on YouTube specifically, but I don't think people recorded the whole thing. Because like I remember at the end of the event, by event I mean like the intro event, like in the last drop, I remember they asked us to turn off cameras and like stop recording with phones and everything, to like just do the ending of that.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was technically like an event which you paid. You bought tickets for that, didn't you? Wasn't that the cinema thingy? That was it, right? Or I don't know. I actually don't know, because I think people were able to buy tickets for that, and that was the general public thing.
Yeah, it was the Secret Cinema afterwards.
Oh,
so
yes,
they had the event where all the creators were there
of
first.
Course, yeah, if it was paid, then of course recording wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
That is a shame, though. I would have loved to like talk to Singed and like probably make the actor awkward, because I would know more about his own character than him.
There was a few videos on Twitter where people,
I saw Singed there, yeah, making like concoctions or something, and like people are talking to him.
Yeah,
I think a Riot. It was someone went up to Victor's voice actor and basically got him to say like happy birthday to a writer. That's what I saw in my Twitter feed one day.
Aw, that's pretty nice. But yeah, like the actors that were there were really into their character. Like there was no way you could talk to them and get them out of their character and like really talk to the person. Like they were really into it, which was insanely cool.
You were also able to get Shimmer, so you better describe it.
So like the way I mean you mean the drink or like the
No, I mean literal cocaine that was sold there at the bar.
So like in the mini game it was just like canisters, like
wait, mini game?
Yeah, so like at the intro, so like when you arrived at the last, I mean, was it the last drop? I think it was. Yeah. So when you arrived, you had like groups of usually 4 people, and you had an actor assigned to you. So like one of the characters that was in Arcane. So for example, I had the guy with the yellow jacket. I'm super bad with names.
It was Finn.
Yes. So Finn was our superior, I guess, our recruiter, and they explained the rules of like, oh yeah, you guys need to like solve puzzles and get as much shimmer as possible. And once you get shimmer, you put them in the barrel. So they showed us the code because it was like a padlock or something. And yeah, so there was like tons of mini games and puzzles to solve in the room and people to talk to and yeah. So like there was the first shimmer thing, which was just like a canister, but like a gas canister, a gas tank, I guess.
Was there like a prize or something you got for like getting a lot of it?
I just know that we didn't win. I don't know if we like if there was a if there was a prize, but like that was really awesome because like there were some backstabbing between several actors. And yeah, like planting shimmer on another one, and then yeah, you called the cops. I mean the Piltover agents and everything. So it was really cool. But then the drink itself, I cannot remember what was inside. Like,
do you remember the taste at all?
Did you have too many of them?
Too many of them. Also beer. So like, I wouldn't trust my memory on that one.
So come on, sweet.
It was sweet. It was super sweet. I think that was like one of the best drinks they had. They had another one. I don't remember. I think they had like 3 or 4 different cocktails. The weirdest one was one with a cucumber or something, as far as I remember.
I would have loved that one.
But yeah, no, the shimmer one was actually really like shimmer, like bright pink, with a LED inside ice cubes, like fake ice cubes, which was really cool.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it made them like super bright, so I kind of stole an ice cube because it had an LED, and I was like,
that's gonna be like $2 on eBay.
Riot is gonna know that they're never gonna invite me again. You'll be like, oh, this guy gonna steal ice cubes, dude.
I mean, I saw that like the pizza tray or like the paper underneath the pizza.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Newspaper from Piltover, and I tweeted at it, and like a couple of writers were like, you know what, you didn't have to pick up garbage around this. Like we'll actually like mail it to you.
Oh, that's super nice.
I'm happy they
that's very
actually
sweet.
thought about that.
Yeah, and like
yeah,
the amount of details, it was insane. Like in terms of like the way it was all built, the ambience, all the visuals, because you had a room, like I think it was Silco's room, so you had a desk and everything, and it was like all super well made with tubes, and it's kind of hard to explain the whole thing. Damn.
I imagine it like a really well thought through like escape room where it's like, you know, it's like a real like role play, like, you know, I think I can imagine it.
Yeah, because you had like even puzzles on the walls, like for example there was like some alphabet with like real letters, and then some kind of signs with square bars or like triangles and everything, and you had to like decipher. I think there were like 2 or 3 lines of text written on like other walls in the place at the intro, and you had to like decipher and everything. So yeah, it really looked like an escape room, but without the oh yeah, I need to escape that.
Yeah.
I just wish they would do something like this in Europe.
God,
oh yes,
dude,
it would be insane.
God damn it, that would be so cool. Like once again, like it's a shame that I wasn't able to go because yeah, I talked about it on my own stream. Yeah, I tested positive like a week before that. God damn it.
I mean, at least you were invited.
Yeah, true.
That's a good point.
Because we weren't.
That's a good point. But so like I almost never go to events. I mean, especially now during the pandemic, but like that's why every time I am invited, which happened twice, and once I ate a really bad soup, and the second time I got COVID, like
yes, the curse.
Like I will. There's never been a single event where I would be able to like talk to the other creators. Somehow I never like got a chance to like properly like connect with people. Like here, I could have talked to freaking Scooch. I could have talked to Rubeat. That would have been awesome. I would have, you know. And there are so many people like that. But once again, yeah, fate doesn't like me. My traveling is cursed.
Every time Riot is gonna invite you somewhere, you're just gonna get sick one way or another.
Like, something's always happening to me.
Yeah, at least the silver lining is you were at home, so you could actually focus on making content instead.
And because, yeah, exactly, like because I was forced to be away from my family. I was forced to be in my office for a week.
Oh yeah, you couldn't see your
I actually spent like every day making videos.
That
So
is
that's why November was insane. November was just like, God damn it.
Yeah, no wonder. I mean, you spend some. I mean, yeah, like you said, you quadrupled your channel numbers, so it was worth it in the end in terms of channel growth.
Yes, absolutely. Like when it comes to the numbers, that was definitely worth it. Now comes the hard part, because like most people who join the channel are like people who are excited about Arcane, but Arcane is gone. So like, how do I keep those people on my channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always
now,
a difficult thing.
the descent into December now is gonna be a hard one.
I feel like there's a bit of a slump, I would say, in terms of like general content. But at the same time, it's also because writers and Riot in general are also taking vacation because of December and holidays and everything.
Riot have pretty much already went on their vacation. At least I know quite a few writers who've already taken it off. I think
Like
the official last day is the 16th.
Oh yeah. But like even
and then
like people
4th January they come back.
But like people on YouTube especially think that, or like people who don't do YouTube, like viewers think that like December is always like the biggest one because ads and Christmas and stuff like that. But December is actually not that good, at least not for my channel. November is always the one where everything explodes, and then December is kind of like eh. I don't know if you have like similar experience or not, but in my case, December is not actually that good.
Yeah, November is always my biggest month. It's like you invite me to be your +1 for the event. I was just like, I'm gonna be too busy. It's like I was like, that's right on like a patch. I know what it's like in November. But yeah, November's always the biggest time for me. It's like in December, there's only one patch and it comes out in January, so it's always it's a huge slump. Though this year I'm taking it a bit differently. I'm kind of pushing out more videos than normal, but we'll see how it goes. It's an experiment. Why not?
I don't know. I never felt like there was a difference in CPM on my side, but that's another story, I would say.
I mean, you need to make videos for that first.
Yeah. I also need YouTube to monetize. Oh man.
It's like I don't really notice like that much of a CPM difference, but it's just the amount of content in general. It's like last year we had the Battle Queen skins, Rel.
It was last year?
Last year, yeah. And then this year we had Arcane, and it's November is always the biggest month normally for me, though it has been interesting with last year getting Spirit Blossom in June, July, and then this year we had obviously Sentinels of Light as well. That's massively helped my middle of the year. Hey, skins are different from lore.
All right. But were those actually popular? I know that the one skin from the event that like was exactly Graves. Graves, when it comes to skins, carried them all. That's all I know.
Yeah, Graves was huge. As for the others, they did all right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they did alright, but I wouldn't say they did badly. I feel there's been worse skin lines this year.
Debonair?
Oh, dude, yeah, we need to talk about like all the recent. I mean, the recent with Debonair and Cafe Cuties.
Yeah, even Cafe Cutie's been very hit and miss.
I mean,
with the Sentinels of Light stuff, the only one that I would say did badly was Olaf.
Ironically, that's the one they used for charity.
Yeah,
I know,
I think that's why. I don't know if it's linked, but
that could be why. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It feels like it's the same way they decide. I don't know. It's maybe an assumption, or like I have no confirmation that it's literally like that. But it feels like sometimes the LPP skin that is selected for like the giveaways are usually I wouldn't say the least interesting one, but the ones that I would say like make the least amount of money out of like all of the others.
Yeah, it's like the middle of the road kind of like, you know, it's there. It's
It's,
fine.
I think that's why we also got like
Which-
Tryndamere 2 times and stuff like. I don't think Tryndamere is
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
much
because, yeah,
popular.
I mean, and now we got Bard, so yeah.
I
Dude,
find it
Bard
weird
is
to give
so
this
cool.
Bard. Yeah, Bard is actually really good.
That skin is amazing, but you know, still Bard is not that popular.
Like I just don't understand. Yeah, okay. So I would say female champions are more popular than, I guess, male ones.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, and male ones are more popular than non-humanoid, be it like monsters or or Bard, for example, because Bard is like non-humanoid technically. Oh wait, no, he is humanoid, right?
I mean, he is humanoid, but like you know, it's really subjective.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's still kind of monstrous-ish.
Yeah, it has
look
3
at him.
holes, so like it's kind of weird.
Oh god.
Hey man, that's his mask. Like by default, I don't make the rules.
He's very plumpy, not thin and sexy at all. So he's a monster. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not anime as well, like Yasuo and stuff like that. So it doesn't.
He has a shirt.
No voice lines.
He has a shirt, so he's equivalent to a monster.
Ah yes. Oh dude, shirtless Bard. That would be a cool skin idea.
I would
Oh god,
literally
no.
make a light. Be like,
Oh god, no.
What do you
No, 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 no.
his abs would be like stars. You know.
Oh, that would be so cool. Actually, like, in terms of concept, they could make like the funniest skin ever with that. Like model Bard. Like I don't know, Bard on.
That's Tariq.
Yeah, true. But like Tariq is human. That's the difference. Like they can make the weirdest stuff with Bard being shirtless.
I mean, like model Bard. that's like thinking like Cho'Gath would be you know.
Victoria's Secret Shogoth.
Exactly.
Do it.
Oh god. I still want
I
KDA
literally-
Superfan Gragas though.
Louis
Yes.
Vuitton jumped in, so who's gonna be next?
Wait, what?
I mean, right? Louis Vuitton, the
Yeah, true.
the-
Yeah, with the Queen
Anna
Anna
skin?
skin. Yeah.
Well, we have Bathing Ape as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
I kind of feel weird about those 2 skins, though. I
Because
like the
Blitzcrank.
concept.
Oh yeah, those are they feel out of place a bit. It's because like once you actually drag in something that's real into the world,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not fantasy enough, I guess.
I mean, I gotta say, I prefer that high fashion over the Debonair 2.0 high fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. So like, let's.
It's like Debonair, the Debonair stuff. It confuses me because it's like, oh yeah, it's maybe our like high fashion skin line, but it's just Crime City Nightmare 2.0. It's like it's the other side.
The universes are connected as
Yeah.
well.
That's the weirdest part to me. It's like, I don't like the design. I think we talked about that in private when it came out and everything. I don't like the color scheme because I've never been a big fan of green and silver like that. Like I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea at all.
Yeah.
I find it super bland. Like the way the color don't
It's because
pop.
they don't contrast at all, because green is a light color and then you have silver, which is also a light color, so there is no contrast between those two.
Yeah, I guess the only contrast is with Zed, with his sort of fiddlesticks, nightmare fuel.
That's
recall.
a cool one. That is
Yes.
legitimately a cool one, though. Because
I mean,
like,
that's
that's because the Crime City has like the purple demonic thing, and because this is connected to Crime City, like when he summons the shadow, the shadow is the monstrous thingy, so that's why the shadow is purple. So he has like cool elements in his kit.
yeah. I don't know. I would like. It would be cool if we could see numbers, like from. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, yeah, okay. It's a company. They don't need to like show us any number about like how well a skin sells and stuff like that.
That's the thing,
Oh,
though, because we know.
easy.
I mean, because Debonair was made only because when people are voting for the skins in the East, that's where the skin line was popular. That's why it was made. So maybe while we are not really impressed by it in the East, it may be doing well.
Oh,
Yeah, potentially. Like in the end, each skin probably makes them at least $1 million.
oh man,
I imagine.
I don't
have
know.
no idea. I have no guess on this.
It's like
Or not
what? It's
yet,
like
yes.
10 or 15 bucks skins, right? Or like is it a bit less expensive?
Yeah, it's
I
about
don't
10
know.
bucks a skin, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure. So they only have to sell 100k.
That's
And
I
what,
guess.
we got... And we got what, like 60 million active players a month, or was
yeah,
it more
exactly.
than that?
Compared to that, that's not too much.
Yeah, it's... Even if they don't make 1 million per skin, they're making at least 500,000.
Hmm.
Like,
Especially
surely.
with the Asian market, I think that's like where they would sell the most.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't even know if the active user count even counts the Tencent servers. I assume it doesn't.
Yeah, that might be a separate thing.
Oh man, I can't imagine like even also wait. So like I'm trying to like regroup my thoughts right now, but something that super bothers me like a lot about the Debonair skin line is LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. I love the accent.
Trying to force that English accent for like LeBlanc. I don't know, kind of weird.
It was,
Like,
so,
yeah.
it was so natural as well.
LeBlanc. Oui.
Whee!
Oh,
She looks too much like Misfortune, in my opinion.
I hate my table. Anyway. Well, yeah, it's like... it's...
is it just because she's got orange hair? Is that why?
Also, I would say the color and the shape of it. Like, okay, it's if you give a staff to Misfortune, it would be LeBlanc on that skin, in my opinion. Like that looks way too much. In terms of like silhouette, it still looks like LeBlanc
now,
because
okay,
of the
now,
staff.
Yeah. Now that I look at the silhouette in game, I kinda get what you mean.
But then I feel like that would apply to all her skins then, because
No,
pretty
because
much.
this one has because in this one she has like a dress with a cloak, and it's like she has like the weird thing around her head, that little like a collar around her head that like almost like mimics the hat and the hair that like MF has.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I kind of
I
get
guess
what you
it's-
mean in like a super quick scenario.
Yeah, in the middle of a fight.
In the middle of a fight, I get that for like a split of a second you could mistake them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the
if I-
chromas though.
Yeah, it's like considering that I just play Aram, and the last game of Aram I played, I don't know if it was LeBlanc, but like I actually thought it was another champion that I was playing against because someone had a skin, and my brain was like, wait, but like that's not how this champion is supposed to work. What is going on right now? And then I freaked out.
I
I mean,
have to-
if we're getting clashes on silhouettes like this, then they cannot use the excuse that Silco doesn't have a unique enough silhouette to show them in League then.
I think they would be able to pull out Silco, but or not pull out, but
Abatur.
Silco, but like the powers, I understand that like giving him abilities, that's where he would fall apart.
You need to figure out
Yeah.
like 4 abilities plus a passive technically.
Exactly, and like with no magical power, with no physical weapon, with nothing, like literally a guy with hands in his pocket.
Just throw
Yeah.
Shimmer at people and boost them, technically. It could really work out as a support.
Yeah.
Just
You're
mutate
right.
his eye a bit.
Yeah. Or like
Give
do a
him eye
laser beam
lasers.
with his eye. Or something similar. I don't know,
I mean-
Velcos 2.0.
I mean, yeah. The original issue was that they didn't want to change him too much from the show, but yeah, later would be nice.
Hey,
I
we're
mean-
looking ahead for season 2.
Oh. I'm actually scared that... I mean, the hype is gonna come back when they're gonna release any trailer or anything substantial about Arcane Season 2. But I'm kinda scared that they would release it. It's like, we're in 2021 right now. I kinda feel like they would release it around 2025 or something.
Wait, you
Maybe-
mean like season 2?
Yeah, like super... I mean, they did the groundwork for like Season 1, so they could use that, but...
Yeah, I mean, they said for season 2, they said they will not make it for 2022. That's what they are sure about. So there is the
Oh.
possibility that starting 2023, we can get it at any year.
But knowing what Riot are like with delays,
Exactly,
You
exactly.
might as
Like,
well
the
add it in.
earliest 23 is possible.
Ah,
But
I mean, that would
that's like if everything lands perfectly.
yeah. And
But it's also when did they wrap up season 1? Like that's the question. Did they wrap it up like earlier this year, or was it like when did they wrap it up? Because when they wrapped it up, they would have been continuing for the next season already.
You're right about that, yeah.
I remember talking with briefly with a Silco's voice actor. I'm so sorry again. I'm super bad with names.
God damn it! Was it Jason? Jason
with something with a K. I think I'm not even sure.
I
So sorry,
can
Jason.
never remember his.
Jason Spicek. Jason Spicek. Yeah.
So maybe my memory is faulty because again, since it was the event and there was a lot of shimmer and all that, so maybe maybe my brain didn't work properly. But if I remember what he said, they recorded at least he recorded the voice lines for season 1 like a couple of years ago. I would say 3. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah.
So that would be 2018 or 19.
Something.
Yeah, so
Because in 2019, Riot actually tweeted out that they knew that Arcane would be a multiple season project. So if they knew it back then, that means in 2019, like the early production of season 2 would have already started. Or like the thought process behind it, like the pre-production would have started in 2019.
And also Riot would have been redoing the pilot a bunch of times, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had like some of the voice actors, maybe different voice actors in the early days, just as like when they were working on the pilots, but you know, they have been iterating over that so many times, and they would definitely need like actual voice actors in to get a good feel of things.
I mean, Rowan, or Riot Latency, he once said that he didn't even show, like, as they were working on Ruined King, he didn't even show Arcane yet, or like the Netflix version, because writers did see like the earlier versions of that, like as it was being made. So he's not even sure like which version they went for. So which pretty much confirms that they were constantly changing Arcane as it was being made. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they had to go back.
That's
probably
crazy.
and like change stuff. But yeah, there are writers who haven't even seen Arcane yet because they saw the previous version and they just didn't have time to watch the one that was actually released.
I mean, I've seen some Arcane clips that didn't actually make it into the final thing because
Yeah, in the first trailer there are a couple of shots there even.
Yeah, I mean, that's marketing. Technically, you use everything that was made to make something cool. And then you'd be like, okay, so people are not spoiled. Just like you explained, I think it wasn't a live stream or a video. I think it might have been a video where you said that they showed purposely in terms of like editing the video that it wouldn't be spoiling anything. Like everything was taken out of context.
Yes, I still want to make a video on that. I still want to go through the first trailers and like talk about how masterfully the trailers were made, because the trailers were shot in such a way so it would force you into thinking something was happening, but that was wrong. Like there are so many shots of like a mysterious person walking into the last drop, and we thought, oh, that's Vi, because like in the previous shot we saw Vi like putting on the jacket. But then the show was released, and hey, that was freaking Savika and not Vi. And then there was the main character standing above Zone. Like, you know, that main character had hood, they had the tattoos on their arms, they didn't have the red
Ekko.
they didn't have the red jacket, so I was like, oh, it's gonna be Faye, the new champion, hell yeah! And then in the show,
no, it's fine.
And also in the poster, you got Vi hugging Powder. Which...
yeah. God damn it, Riot.
Huge bamboozle, like first act.
Yeah.
It was so much, but like the trailers, if you go back to them now, and you know the context, everything is just so much different. God, like those trailers were so well made. I don't know what genius like edited it together, but that was so well done.
Oh,
And there's so many extra shots that they just have that they haven't used probably.
They released some of them on
insane.
Twitter. The studio legitimately animated a couple of like extra animations that they originally used to like concept the animations of those characters, and you know they had them ready, so they just like plopped them into the trailer just because.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, thinking about it, I lost my train of thought instantly.
Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about before Arcane.
I was like, oh wait, I have a good.
Turned into Arcane.
There was Debonair, and then Arcane.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I mean, speaking of skins, freaking Ekko coming out of nowhere.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah, Firelight Ekko.
How? Why? What? How? What?
No toggle.
No toggle. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't care about toggle. I want the mask.
Yeah.
Screw the toggle. No one wants Ekko without his mask.
But then
that's just
A
Ekko.
silhouette.
It's
Yeah, they're
just
gonna say like,
Ekko.
oh, the silhouette. He needs to have a
silhouette?
mohawk.
We can't give him a mask because that wouldn't be Ekko. Well, I just play normal classic Ekko. That's Ekko. I want Ekko with mask. I want the
Yep.
skin.
I agree that the mask
Let me
wouldn't
just
change
rename
much.
the video to Faye and then make it so he's always got the mask on.
Ah.
Good
I'll do it.
clickbait.
But yeah, like I don't like it, with Yorick. That one was painful, but
Touchy.
like I kind of understand why they didn't go for it because Yorick just doesn't have a hat, but. Like his silhouette, he has wide shoulders. He's a big, chunky dude.
shovel.
I don't think he has a shovel. I don't think
Yeah.
a hat would really
Yeah,
change
but-
anything.
Look, Riot loved to shaft Yorick. He got shafted in Sentinels of Light, Ruin King game.
Yeah.
It's only right for Riot to shaft him in the skin department as well.
That's painful. I liked playing Yorick before his rework even. That was sort of fun.
actually there was a brief moment where I mained Yorick top, the original Yorick,
Oh yeah.
because there was a broken build where if you bought a jungling item on him, the jungling item would deal true damage from each
Was it the
hit of his
lantern?
ghouls. No, it was the buff of the Elder Lizard, the weird blue thing. It did like true damage every hit. But that
Yeah, I
only
remember
true
that.
damage applied to your ghouls. So you summoned 4 ghouls and they would all deal true damage to your target.
Oh. Dude,
Yeah, I remember that. That was
kind of sad that Yorick
Interesting
isn't that
times.
popular
I did
overall.
abuse it a little bit just for LP, even though, you know, I didn't quite like cared. So yeah.
Scam.
Yorick was either like back in those days, Yorick was either always broken or just so bad you just don't touch him.
That's very much true.
He was never in a good
But like
spot.
we lost a good like summoner champion because like now we don't have anyone who like summons armies. Like Malzahar, no. He's freaking
I
three
wish
little
Azir did.
Voidborn that like stay there for like 3 seconds, bite you 3 times and die. I don't, you know, that's
Yeah.
not a summoner.
Kind of wish they would rework that to actually feel more like, oh yeah, I'm summoning void stuff.
Exactly,
And
like, oh,
not
there are
just
my
standing
armies
around.
of the void, you know, while I stay back and command. You know,
I
we don't
mean-
have anything like that.
Same time, Azir is supposed to be like, oh yeah, I can summon sand soldiers like out
Yeah,
of
but
thin
like-
air,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Only-
dude, you.
Very limited range. They have to be very close to me, and they only attack when I point at something.
Yeah, it's like
It'd
wow.
be kind of cool if his ult would like march forward and it would like stab forward.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Anyway,
If the
they just
ult
like an army that literally stands with their shields.
I think that might be also kind of hard to make a champion with an army like that, because since it's like minions or like new character.
It would flood the screen. That's my
Yeah.
concern, I guess.
I mean,
it's
same
also
time, some
annoying to fight.
yeah, because it's like, oh no, there are like too many minions with minion blocks. Oh, what am I gonna do? I cannot touch this guy.
You say that, but you can also make them like have no collision, you know, like fizz or something.
Like the
And
meeps
then-
that Thresh can grab in the current patch.
Oh. Well, the point is,
That bug, man.
if you make a little mob, like if you summon a mob and that mob chases you and attacks you, it's no different from Malzahar putting his E on you. It's just damage over time, but visually here it is, you know, an army. So
Yes.
like from mechanical point of view, that's fine. From a visual point of view, that might be an issue.
Yeah, too cluttered. Same time, when you have a team fight, it's just too cluttered anyway.
Yeah. I mean, then again, like freaking Thalia summons like 800 rocks in front of her, covers half the screen with her E minefield. You know, there are champions who do similar things. So again, I don't think it would be that much of an issue. But yeah, we don't. Old Yorick kind of like buried the summoner concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives Riot now an opportunity to like essentially fill that void.
Void.
Void. New champion.
Oh,
Are you actually leaking the new champion like that? Wow, it's kind of rude, dude.
I mean, he's a Riot employee, so
true.
He knows.
Forgot about that. You know everything, right?
Oh yeah, it's.
You forgot about it? It's a fact.
Yeah. That new champion. Yeah. It. I can't even make up any. I can't think of anything to make up.
Guys, like anything ridiculous.
Opens a void portal. And then little void things come out, and then they suicide into turrets.
Oh, that sounds like a ZZ Rod, like portable ZZ Rod. Dude, ZZ Rod, I don't know if it's still in the game, because I know it's in TFT in another way, but I think they deleted it from League, because it was like kind of too niche. But I really liked the, oh yeah, I'm gonna put a void gate in the middle of the Summoner's Rift map, and literally small voidlings are gonna fly out of it and like just crash into buildings.
Yeah, it got removed at the end of season 9.
Oh my god. Wait, we're in season 11, right?
I don't even know what season we are in.
Oh,
Ever
man.
since TFT came out, like my main game is TFT now, and like.
Yeah, we're just going to season 12 now.
Alright, 12.
Oh man. I'm still in my head. I'm still back in the days like season 3 and 4. Where you just way young. I mean, I kind of sound like a boomer right now, but man, like the game was simpler back then. There was no complex champion. It was just like good fun. You could
You
run.
didn't have to read what runes did.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
remember Snow on Summoner's Rift.
Oh, dude. There was a
boy.
post recently about someone like modding it. I haven't. I think Ross Boomsocks made a video about that.
Yeah,
like,
I
using it
still
recently.
don't understand why.
Because
Riot
it's
is
multiple
ignoring the
layers.
But it makes no sense. Like I kind of get it, at the same time I don't. There's lots of, you know, visual clarity excuses, but then Riot have done it where they've added a toggle in the settings menu where you can turn it on and off. So I don't see why they should be hiding behind the excuse, oh, you know, visual clarity, oh, we have to update it, oh, you know, the dragons changed the map now, so we need to make it match the accents.
Meanwhile, Fortnite made an entire new map every 3 months. You know, it's like
There's
It's
just
not
no
the
money
same
in it.
tech.
So they
Like,
decide not to.
It's like League. You know, League is a game, but and for a game, for live services, there are people who make 3D models and like assets and stuff like that.
I make
League-
champions.
Exactly, like League is getting, let's say, monthly 10 new models, right? Ish, for like new skins. So there are like people who like monthly make 10 new models. But like other games are creating entire new worlds in that time span. So I feel like maybe when it comes to League's maps, it's just a matter of Riot's priorities. Because like they should have the resources for that. Other companies do it easily.
They have
Yeah,
all
what
the
I'm
money
curious
in the
about
world.
is, yeah, they do. It's like
They're making an MMO now.
it's like the environmental artists who made the snow map.
Yeah.
What do they do now?
Exactly.
Good question, actually.
Exactly. When you have these people on your team, they have to do something. Don't tell me everyone is making models for skins, right?
Nah. I would say...
Riot outsourced that now as well.
yeah.
Huh.
It's like, it's not just Riot, like, who makes them.
Which means that maybe they really just shifted it to the MMO.
True. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. But I mean, then they started working on the MMO like 10 years ago then. because the last time we saw the snow map, like Summoner's Rift wasn't even reworked.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, they made a version with a Baron with Santa hat, and they made a version.
No,
of, like,
no, that doesn't count. Freaking Baron with Santa hat, like that's
No,
all.
but they
yeah,
made
like,
the
Baron
updated
that
Summoner's
like,
Rift.
There's Baron that looks like Chinese dragon. Oh, and that's Baron that has the world's logo on it. And look, that's Baron
true.
that looks like the Odyssey thing. Right? That's equivalent to an entire
It's been a while since we had a Baron skin, actually.
It's like, yeah, like Baron.
Thinking
like,
about it.
Like Baron has like, and there was the Conqueror Baron. There are like freaking 16 versions of Barons. No map.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, there was a map of like the updated Summoner's Rift, but I don't think it was used. I mean, I think they dropped it the moment they started doing the dragon stuff.
Hold on, but
Yeah, as soon as the evolving map.
But they
got
have
rid
to
of
have environmental artists because they made Nexus Blitz.
Oh, they probably all on TFT boards.
Oh my! You're a genius.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
And also Valorant maps.
That's also possible, though the art style is widely different there. But I think TFT is more likely. That's even in the same engine. That's probably exactly where the people are.
It still baffles me that TFT is not its own like EXE game mode thingy. It's still part of the.
Have you seen that in the newest TFT set, TFT on Twitch is actually sometimes overtaking League? Like TFT right now is actually really popular, way more popular than people think.
I'm really not surprised.
Let's say it like it's the best set, and there's no way they can like do better than this one.
It's such a chill game that even variety streamers are playing it every now and again.
I've seen Faker hop onto TFT, and I was like, whoa.
I saw that yesterday night. I was like, wait a minute, how why? Are you retiring or something?
They really did an amazing job on this. But yeah, like I said it a couple of times before, there is no way Riot will go away from the augment mechanics. The augments are so much fun, they have to keep it for TFT forever now.
But like, how can they, like, knowing Riot that every season is a new theme, visually and everything, how can they keep the Piltover and Zod augments about like changing the game and the way it works and the way you approach it, because it's a roguelite technically? Well,
because I mean the augments, you just forget, you know, TFT has no lore. You just forget it's an augment. Right now it's just part of the game. But like so you keep the augments, but you can adapt the augments to the theme. So like if it's fantasy again, the augments will be like, we have dragons, you know, you summon every 5 seconds a dragon comes down and burns the enemy, you know, something like that. So like you can keep the mechanic and adapt it to whatever set it is.
Yes, I agree. I think the augments are like one of the best part, because you either build your team around the first augment you have, or you can wait out and like have a temporary team and wait for like the last augment to be like, oh damn, it's an innovator augment. Like, let's switch my team right now to get the dragon easy.
But I gotta say, TFT does have lore.
It does?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
TFT does have lore.
I just never got to it, but TFT has lore. With the glasses thingy during the ruination. I actually recorded the event. I have it on my drive. I can theoretically make it into its own video. But yeah, there are smidgens of lore with like Earth being a god who like created different realms and stuff. Yeah.
That's they make better lore for TFT than for Yorick?
Yeah.
And was it Little Legends can open up portals, and that's how there's chibi champions or something.
Okay, no, hold on. We need to talk about one more thing. Okay, speaking of which, I understand. Okay, still go for TFT. Amazing. Absolutely, yes. I want more unique things for TFT, because that's gonna separate TFT from League even more, and I really want to see that. No to anything outside Runeterra. They said they are considering...
We're not gonna have Kratos.
They are considering... If I see Master Chief in TFT...
Yes, Master Chief in TFT. Let's go. Like the
There's like
Fortnite.
if we have like Rick and Morty, like suddenly
man.
like hopping through a portal.
I mean, they could do like little legends for that.
Rick and Morty can
No,
open
not
the
even Little
portal.
Legends, because Little Legends are actually part of the Runeterran lore. Believe it or not. So I actually
Thank you, Legends of Runeterra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, there's no like no. I understand what Riot is saying. Riot is saying, hey, we are already working on something. We're gonna see Valorant agents in DFT. That's essentially how I read this.
But I feel like it's so weird to
Yes.
have that.
That's very weird.
If they do that and they do not give us a Kali Jet,
Yes.
I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Dude, Akali Jet, like, I think it was Nebura. I don't know if it's pronounced correctly.
I saw.
But like, yeah, they did like an Akali Jet concept art, and I feel like it would have been an insane idea, and it would have sold so well for League.
Yeah, Wanda's done a few concept arts as well.
Gosh dang it, that would be so cool. But like but yeah, no, like when it comes to TFT is part of the Runeterran world. There is no way you can shove in anyone from outside Runeterra. That is gonna feel so weird. And like, I really think they are just like pointing at Valorant, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, the agents will be there.
Yeah, but what
TFT
if we
Batman.
start doing it so much it
But
gets
what if-
normalized and it doesn't feel weird anymore?
What if The Rock appears in TFT?
Oh no!
It's Malphite. Just change the icon.
Oh, it's a Malphite skin. And just Dwayne.
I mean,
stomping in.
like technically TFT could be this in the same metaverse branch of like doing crossovers everywhere, just like Fortnite. It wouldn't be good for us because we're so
Exactly,
used.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But marketing wise, it would be insane.
I'm still surprised Riot did crossovers with PUBG,
I mean,
Fortnite, Arcane.
you have to pay for Arcane. Like you have to get the money to pay for the
Yeah, but
series.
if you
pretty
think
sure
about
they paid
how
for
much of an iron grasp Riot have had on that IP, it's crazy.
They
But,
built
Like
it.
so many years it took.
They milked it so well, so
It
I think
means
I
more
honestly-
money.
they did good job, honestly, on that. In freaking Amogus, we got
Oh.
freaking. Damn,
I haven't played it. I need to play the with the new rules and everything.
And then I have never actually played that game. And then we freaking Reddit, like Reddit got the little.
Oh yes, the snoo.
The snooze there as well.
Oh yeah.
It's like you blink and there is Arcane.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of money they have spent marketing wise must have
marketing
been
is
insane.
so good.
Magic the Gathering as well.
Oh my god, you're right.
Wait,
Every
what?
time I blink, something appears.
Yeah, that was like right at the end of it.
No, wasn't there?
Just suddenly
Wasn't there a makeup thingy?
Wait, what? Wait, did I miss something?
Yes.
There was a makeup. With
Was it Rihanna's makeup brand?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Yeah.
the one-
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that-
they showed up at Riot and set up special arcane makeup for them there. If I remember that correct.
No, but you can
Oh.
actually like it's like an item that you can buy. I believe it's.
Oh, you could buy as well.
I think it is themed after Mel. I think.
Yes.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. They used Mel for like promotion, I think.
Yeah, it's it's insane.
Yeah. They also sold Mel earrings, if I remember
Oh
right.
yeah, there was the Archangel ring for Echo
Yeah.
for the mask.
Oh, don't
That's
talk
pretty
about the
cool.
ring. That was a pre-spoiler, pre-release spoiler.
Oh yeah, that's actually like okay. So I there's a story that I need to tell. So I didn't know that the Firelight leader was Echo up until one point.
The credits.
No, I didn't even know that there was a leak where the Brazilian merch store just called it like Echo's ring, apparently.
Oh.
No, it was the Korean merch store. The Korean merch store
Oh, yeah, the
released
Korean
it.
merch
and-
store. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's Echo. So I didn't
Oh,
even
no.
see that. I only learned about the spoiler the day before because a writer was like, "Hey, in like below your tweet, someone mentioned the Korean leak," and I was like, "Korean leak?" And so I looked there, and I was like, no! If you didn't point it out to me, I wouldn't have known.
Oh man, I mean it was insane.
They were like, can you delete that tweet? You know, it's like someone spoiled something. God damn it. If they didn't tell me, I legitimately wouldn't have known. But you know,
it was such an insane reveal.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't like a massive reveal. It was like right at the very beginning, so
yeah.
Thankfully.
It was so cool for us because like everybody was screaming when they finally revealed that he was Ekko. Even though people had their doubts.
You saw it live, right? You saw it in
the
theater.
I mean, with not live, but like a little bit in advance. I think we finished watching the whole thing a good hour before it went on live on Netflix. It was supposed to be earlier, but the second shuttle for the event got delayed because of traffic, so they had to like push back everything like roughly an hour. But yeah, it was such an insane I would say ambience, because I don't know like the right term for it.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere. Yeah, I was just insanely energetic and cheerful and everything. Like every single reveal was like people screaming the whole time.
Well,
yeah. I missed the event.
And that's gonna come back in 2 years.
And we both missed it as well.
Yeah. I missed it too.
I kind of wish you were there, to be honest. Just to like see Scooch being like shit-faced drunk. Like that was the funniest.
God damn it.
So I haven't seen Mubi in
Freaking Jesse Cox was there. I know that
5 years.
Oh yeah, it was.
No one cares, but I care about Jesse Cox. I could have met him.
Ludwig as well.
Was he?
I mean, you. Wait, what?
Oh, by the way, I actually streaming the premiere. By the way, I don't know if this is the truth, but I think someone said that I had more views than Ninja, and that makes me proud.
I think you had like 10k viewers. At least when
you peak at like 18,000?
Oh yeah, I had like 18.
Oh
and
my
god. I had more than Ninja. Apparently, that's what I've heard.
That is insane.
I mean, Ninja lost his viewership with the mixer move and never quite regained it.
Makes me proud.
Yeah. He got a lot of money.
Thunder.
Yeah, getting paid in full for the platform shutting down. I still can't believe that.
I mean, yeah, congratulations on the growth again. I mean, you also grinded for it, but
I really.
Now's the hard part, keeping it.
Keeping it is good. That's impossible. There's no way. I will have to change the way that I make my videos. Definitely. I can't like cover separate lore videos anymore because people just don't really care about it. So instead of me like covering the stories as they come out, I will more likely do one video every month, and that will be like the lore news, and it will be me literally like going through every single story that happened that month, so that I can free up more time and do more interesting videos like how old are champions according to the lore, and you know, stuff like that. Things that people actually click on because they are like, oh, I like useless facts.
Yeah, YouTube really want me to watch the height one.
Oh, I think that's my biggest, that's my biggest video on the channel.
Sorry.
And it still comes into my recommendeds like every other month.
Oh boy. I mean, real question. Don't you feel, because I read like some of the comments that were left under your tweet. Don't you feel like you could? I mean, because again, like you said, those videos about like the just reading the story and spending time sort of animating it and making it as entertaining as possible, they wouldn't get like that many clicks on them, so like they wouldn't be really worth doing. But like, don't you feel I'm gonna use the term alienating. It's so hard to like pronounce stuff.
Alienating, yes.
Yeah. Don't you feel like you could alienate a part of your audience that are actually like here for like you reading the lore to them as a bedtime story?
That's an interesting thought, because in reality, the people who care about the lore, they read the stories themselves.
Yes.
And so, like, the majority of people who care about the lore, they technically don't need my video for that. So, and like the other people who stick around the channel are those who like really want those interesting little tidbits and details, and they don't really need the full story. So the irony of my channel right now is that the people who care about the lore read it themselves, and the people who don't care about the lore as much don't need to see those videos. So both facts point at the fact that now it is not worth for me to cover these stories separately one by one.
I mean, yeah, you're right. That's the, yeah.
Which is kind of sad, because that's kind of my root, even though the roots of this channel have been me doing how to counter videos. But, you know, ever since I got into lore, yeah, it's true that I am where I am because that's really how I covered the lore for the longest time. But it would be foolish for me to not adapt and kind of like ride the wave as I can. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
things
yeah,
always change over time.
Exactly, yeah, things change.
Have to adapt your
Like-
content. I mean,
Rip Garrosh.
oh,
Like,
oh man, oh, are we gonna talk about WoW right now? Are we actually?
No. No, that game, I have actually stopped playing WoW for the first time in my life. Like
nice.
a few months ago.
it's
have
all
actually-
about the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy Online.
Ah,
That-
yes.
I am so tempted to get into Final
Same.
Fantasy. But
I just scared.
that game is way too massive for me right now, and I just don't want to commit into another MMO after I've been playing WoW for freaking 20 years.
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that point. I'm tempted to pick it up, at least like, you know, the trial period. I think it's a week.
I made a cat person there. And that's really, and I did like,
furry?
yeah, absolutely, hell yeah, I'm a cat person.
Jim has got a perfect game
Yeah,
for you.
I got a perfect game for
Oh,
you
no,
that I
I
gifted.
I saw your tweet. No, thank you. No, thank you.
That
No,
tweet
no,
sparked actually several memes now. I don't know whether to be disgusted or proud.
Dude, I've like, no offense to them, but I have, I think, 20 or so furries following me right now because of that tweet. Like, I don't mind them following me. I'm just not part of their like group stuff. But like, dude, that was the funniest like follow movement, sort of like having multiple notifications of like, hey, this guy is. Oh man, that was the best meme. But yeah,
Or the worst.
to
what
jump
do I
back on
talk
the.
about? Back from
What?
furries.
Wait, what? Sorry.
I don't know. Back from furries. What were we talking about before that?
Oh yeah, we're talking about changing, like to adapt your content. And yeah.
It's just a logical move. You know, you need to change.
I mean, everyone does it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you make your channel survive. That's also how PewDiePie still makes content. Like 15
Oh yeah,
or
he's
like 10
not
years
playing
after.
games anymore, and yeah.
Just reacts.
That's like, you know how evolutionary everything is moving towards being crabs. I feel like YouTubers are just moving towards being reactors. Really, that's
mean,
like the
And there's
ultimate evolution.
nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's the ultimate evolution. Everything is gonna draw you towards that. I mean, I'm already reacting to cinematics, you know.
But the thing is, eventually, you're going to hit into this point where everyone's going to be reacting and no one's going to be creating content.
And then, the golden
So-
people will start making real content, and that's where it's gonna be.
And then it's gonna be my time to shine finally.
With your amalgamated
what-
10 videos, which you never released.
T-Mode 2, when?
True. I actually reread. I mean, I checked my Twitter account and I saw that I pinned in September, like, oh yeah, I'm gathering ideas for like potential T-Mode 2, and I haven't like thought about anything so far. I haven't worked on it at all. It's been
Yeah, you've
3
been
months now.
a bit too busy playing through the Ruined King.
Yeah. Ha. I think I spent 3 days or 2 days. I don't even remember. I think I spent like.
Yeah, you rushed it so fast.
I mean,
you say rushing it. I literally streamed 40 hours of that game, like in like a matter of 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were stuck in your office. What else were you meant to do?
You're right.
Yeah, I just switched between normal difficulty, and at the end I switched back to like easy one, cause I was like, okay, like I think I wrote that on Discord, but I was like, I don't want to spend the time redoing some of the fights. You know, when you have to like backtrack to specific places to kill 3 big monsters to get the story.
I never rested.
I never. Wait, you never
Same.
rested?
No.
I play on normal, so when I backtracked, I didn't know.
Ilaoi was healing the whole party the whole time, and that was insane. Like, it saved me so many times.
Because I play on veteran, and that was it wasn't like super challenging. It was like as long as you understood the combat, there was no real challenge. And then at the end, I don't know. I mean, because Chibiin hasn't finished the game, right?
I did. I mean, I did. I did finish, but like not the hardest difficulty.
So this is, I guess, a spoiler for people who haven't, finished the game. But so the final fight is Viego, quite obviously.
Wow.
So up until Viego, the game on veteran was fine. There was no massive challenge. I never lost a battle. I think I lost a battle like twice because right before Thresh there was a ridiculous mob. But then it came to Viego, and on veteran, Viego was a legitimate challenge that like I did not expect, and I spent 6 hours on that fight, and I loved every single of it. Like I actually loved the fight. It was on veteran, that was so good, and I can't wait for heroic.
I used like so many revive potions because it would be like, hey, I'm gonna use one spell and one-shot Yasuo, and I was like, but I need Yasuo right now, and I just revived him over and over again.
You didn't have Braum with the taunt.
No, I had Ilaoi, Yasuo, Pike. I went literally Glass Cannon plus Ilaoi for the healing, and that's
you still need okay, in that comp. Okay, I know you don't care about min-maxing really, but I'm still gonna tell you about it. And at that point, you would probably need to use taunt on Ilaoi.
Yeah, I think I used it at the beginning of the game, but and then I just gave up and I just redid the fights over and over again because I
yeah.
never rest.
It's like I did Ilaoi, Ahri, and Yashiro for the double heal, and now I taunt on Ilaoi. It's like for the most part I was over leveled for like all the fights, and the only time I wasn't was for 2 fights, which was Hullbreaker, which was really annoying when you're not over leveled for, and Rasa.
I did that one after I defeated Viego, so yeah.
Also,
I got all the legendaries before I defeated Viego. So.
Yeah.
I didn't actually somehow in my first playthrough I kind of skipped over the fort, so I didn't know you could create legendary weapons.
Yeah, I found that out after like losing to Viego 8 times or something like that. I was like, okay, I'm level 29, I need to be level 30, so I need to do like all the quests and like try to finish everything. And I was like, oh wait, I have a quest to like go into the Thresh stuff. I was like, wait a minute, I can do legendary weapons? Wait.
Also, a funny thing happened to me on Viego. I don't know if you noticed, the 3rd ultimate on Pike is that he takes off his mask and he spits on the enemy.
Yes. Yes.
I actually killed Viego by that.
Oh wow. Oh, the disrespect. Oh no.
So that was
amazing.
The final move of the game.
Oh, but like the mechanic. I mean, you can make fun of me for being like again a boomer or like slow brain or being like super tired at 5 AM, but it took me actually a while to understand that I needed to be in the zone when I casted my spell, like my ultimate, to do damage. Because I was going crazy, like, dude, my Pike literally like ult level 3 on Viego and he did 0 damage? Wait, what is going on right now? And I just kept on losing, and I was like, wait, that's like so unfair, what the fuck?
That might be because you were fighting him at 5 AM. That might be it.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna use the Q key, and I'm gonna read what's going on.
That was like, me. I never checked.
Yeah. I was like, I guess that's a negative effect that makes me die. I don't want to read that, so I'm just gonna...
Interesting, because I guess on normal you never had to like read anything, I guess.
But yeah, I just didn't care enough. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, it did early game. It was a lot more punishing. When you got into late game, it was just became a breeze. But early game, yeah, there was a few times where I would attack, And then I was like, oh crap, I should have read what that does.
Yeah.
Like the units like that explode if you don't disarm them with a speed lane attack. Like it did really punish you early game,
damage.
even in normal. But
my pike killed himself once because like he ulted someone and then the mob had reflect when dying or whatever, and my pike literally died when killing the guy, so it was a draw. Like I had like nobody was alive. I was like, okay, guess I'm gonna redo the fight now.
yeah, it's a fun one. It's like test of patience. Oh, I wonder what that is. Attack. Oh, that's what it means. Test of patience.
Patience.
Oh man. Like yeah, I'm also kind of sad, you know, because I looked at the files because I was looking at like all the characters and animation for like the models.
You looked
and
at the videos.
Yeah. No. I didn't look videos. I knew there were like cinematic videos in the files that was like not encrypted at all. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna look at that. I'm just gonna look at the models, and then I realized. I mean, you said spoiler alert earlier, but like yeah, the avatar Nagakeburos, I like that surprised me still. Even though I saw the model, I'm kind of sad I did, but it's still super impressive.
That's a really that actually caught everyone off guard. Like,
yeah.
And I really like how towards the end you essentially have like 3 boss fights, because you fight Thresh, then immediately after that you go down to the tombs, you get tested by Nagakeburos, and then there's the Viego fight. So you have like 3 big fights like right at the end, and I like how you just get overwhelmed by like the models of all 3 of those. I mean, you know, Thresh. Thresh is Thresh.
Dude, I don't understand why Thresh has like 2 or 3 different visuals throughout the game.
Did he actually have it throughout the game? I actually don't know.
He does. I think the first time you see him in like a cinematic.
Cinematic. There's like a skeleton version of him.
Skeleton or like chain for his hair. And then the second one is I think it's like skeleton, chain, and then it's like some kind of herb or whatever, like the golden thing. And it's like, but why 3 different designs visually? Like I understand like he's evolving, but considering when the game takes place, he shouldn't like evolve at all.
Yeah.
Or like it should have been explained or reflected in the game or something like that. And I was actually looking forward to that. I was like, okay, I know he's gonna change look because I already looked at the file, so I knew how it would look like in the end, which was already weird. I was like, okay, they're surely like they're gonna explain that reviving Viego or like waking him up, I don't know, is gonna change him or something. But then I was like, no, it doesn't explain anything. It has like 2 designs in 2 different cinematics, and I was like, wait, but like that doesn't make sense. Is it like some overlooked thing? I don't know.
Potentially.
It's like I understand why they changed his look. Like I kind of get it why.
It's not bony.
It's not, you know, it's not a horror game. You don't need like a skeleton masterful enemy that like looks like a freaking, you know, horror movie villain. So I get it for like rating issues and stuff like that. You don't need that, so it's fine to change him. But would that little skeleton face really do that much? I don't know.
I don't know.
It would in China.
It would in China, but like you can modify the game for that specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, extra effort and resources technically.
Yeah, you're right.
Also,
let's just look at Wild Rift.
All right.
Oh, that killed me. Oh no. I need to drink.
Anyway.
Good old Wild Rift drama.
Oh, dude. I mean, we kind of expected it. Like, let's be real.
I still like what happened to Thresh at the end. Maybe I'm weird, but I kind of like. Out of everything that happened during the Ruination, I think Thresh actually ended up kind of good. I like that he ended up being the ultimate villain in the end, and like was like kind of shoved aside, like no one cares about him. And like Thresh, like now hiding in plain sight, is kind of cool.
I think
Like in the
it would have
cinematic they did. They definitely saved it with the shadow.
Oh yeah.
I think in terms of impact that it had on us when they released the cinematic and everything, I think if the Rune King game, I mean, at least for me, in my opinion, like right now, I think it would have had less impact if the Rune King game came out in time compared to the event.
But like, I think it would be the other way, where the game wouldn't do, or rather, okay, so if the game came out, the game is good. I think everyone can agree on that.
Yeah.
The game is actually surprisingly, or not surprisingly, it's because we didn't really know what to expect. The game is actually really good, but if we got this game and then we got Sentinels of Light, people would be really pissed off because because you have this amazing setup with this game, and then we get that event, you know, there would be no payoff for anything.
Also, considering that you attack several monsters and like characters, and you kill them in the game, does that mean that canonically you killed I don't remember his name, but like it was Callista's lover?
No. It's like there are some liberations which like the game took just for story. So like sorry, like some liberation because of the gameplay. So like, you know, Ledros is still on the Shadow Isles. So like the game canonically showed you that like Ledros is there, but canonically Pike didn't spit on him, for example, you know.
Yeah, because like that was so weird, because I was looking around and trying to find secret stuff and everything, and then I came back to where Viego was like held or like summoned with his sword and everything, and I was like, wait, why are you here? Like, who are you? Yeah. That's so surprising. I wasn't expecting that.
But yeah, there are like pretty much everything that's a side effect. You take that with a pinch of salt. Side effect, side quest. All side quests are kind of like, you know, there are some liberations because of gameplay, but the main storyline and like everything that happened during the main storyline, that's all canon.
No, I still like. I think we all we all agreed already that it's a good game.
Yeah.
I still feel conflicted about the way Sarah Fortune was portrayed. I'm still on the fence of like, yeah, I didn't like her character during the Sentinels of Light. I mean the whole relation event.
She was really weird.
And then even here, it's like, yeah, okay, I understand now your point of why she like got ruined, technically corrupted and everything. But then I'm like, still, that doesn't excuse everything.
No, it doesn't. I still would like to just ignore that one, because like MF getting corrupted even after this game, it still just doesn't fit her character. So I still want to say
all her actions.
I still want, and here's another thing. I don't think that's canon at all, because in the recent story in Freljord, Olaf was in Freljord. No, you know, no Sentinels of Light, nothing like that, I believe. So like,
but like, wouldn't that
Olaf never appeared there? So if Olaf wasn't there, are the skins not canon then?
Or is the Freljord story before the Sentinel of Light but came out later? Like chronologically, it happened before.
Good, but this seems to be like the most recent story, because the recent Freljordian story is actually pointing at like what's gonna currently happen in the Freljord. So it feels like it's...
Yeah, it wouldn't happen at the same time as the Ruination, technically. That wouldn't make sense.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. But, you know, the Ruination is kind of like a big mystery. I mean...
I'm curious if we can get extended story on Alawi and Gangplank fucking.
Well...
the choice of words. Oh man, good question. Yeah, we will have a follow-up storyline for that. And did Ilaoi use tentacle magic when they were together?
Yeah.
Because that's a good question. And did Ilaoi and Brom like had romantic intercourse on the ship or anything?
He declined her.
Oh, what a chad. Oh wow.
You wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I would be like, okay, yeah. I mean, the progression. I think I tweeted right after about my feelings about Ilaoi. It's like...
I'm very afraid to hear what you're gonna say.
No, don't worry. It's not gonna be anything weird with tentacle or anything. It's just that I sort of hated, I mean, at least disliked, Illaoi's character. I felt like I never got into what, like, her lore, like all the stories and everything. I like the Nagakeboro's overall stuff, but, like, I never really went deep. And this game, in terms of how it was portrayed and the fact that you play as her, like, and you see all the interactions and her motives and all that, I actually like Illaoi's character now. I really want them to like use and like give Illaoi more spotlight.
They did Illaoi so much justice. Like,
yeah.
It's such an underrated main character, because the two main characters of this game are absolutely Miss Fortune and Illaoi. And Illaoi, out of all of them, being like not a popular champion, getting this much spotlight,
it was great.
It was absolutely amazing. And I actually, I actually did like Miss Fortune's character here, because they didn't do the stereotypical, like, I'm a sexy lady running on Summoner's Rift with big booba and 2 guns, you know. Like, here...
She was a parody of herself, yeah.
Here, she is like a leader who is taking care of her city, right? Like, once again, there's so much more depth to like what happened to these characters there. That's really where this game shines. This game shines like giving you context for all the different characters. I love one thing. I love that not all of them are friends, and Yasuo was an asshole to Braum. Like throughout this entire game, I just love that dynamic. How like Yasuo, every time he talks to Braum, he's annoyed and he doesn't like him. And
like, oh, leave me alone, dude.
Like, oh, freaking another story. I can't take it. I'm gonna freaking take another shot. You know, it's like I like how real the characters felt, because not all of them were friends.
The funny thing, they went along, at least at the end, very well with Pyke, like Yasuo and Pyke. I was really surprised about the dialogue. I was like, wait, how are you even friendly, like having a friendly conversation with him and not Braum? I was like, bro, what the fuck? And
now suddenly, like, freaking Sentinels of Light kind of makes sense. Once again, we have no idea.
For Pyke, yes.
But it now makes sense why Pyke isn't an insane murderer, because freaking Illaoi actually changed his mind.
Yeah.
I would still like them to bridge now, like, the gaps, because now we've got some new gaps. I'm curious if the Ruined King game did come out originally when it was meant to, and then Sentinel of Lights came after, if they would have actually had stories to, you know, bridge them. But at the same time, in the Reddit post, the Reddit AMA, they said, they were like, oh, well, we haven't quite decided, haha.
Wait, weren't they supposed to like do a video or like a recap of the Sentinel of Light thing?
They said that before the end of the year they will like give us their thoughts, or like they will address it. I mean, and I wonder if like by that they meant what they did during the Project L announcement and stuff, because like during that stream, the lead product manager of League, I don't know the role, but like the lead person of League was like, you know, Sentinels of Light didn't quite land well, but you know, we'll learn from our mistakes. And I was like, does that count as addressing it? Because that's not what we were looking forward to.
Yeah.
They could. I really wish they could like really address the whole thing, like making I don't know, a 15 minutes video, not just like saying like, oh yeah, we sorry, like just actually address all the points that people complained about, be it like I don't know, like for example the plot holes, like all the things that you pointed out in your Ace Attorney video. I forgot the name again. I'm super bad with names. Yes. And yeah, I really wish they could address it and be like, okay, so like overall to like start, we know we made mistakes and we apologize for it. Even if they don't apologize directly, it's like nobody cares. But at least point out why you took that decision, and maybe also point out what were the missing parts that didn't make it in time as well, that could have explained a lot of things.
I mean,
Like,
the
if-
big,
Yeah, because they kept using that as a defense, being like, "Oh, we had to cut some stuff out,
Yeah.
trim it down a bit."
So
I mean-
at least talk about it.
was it because of Arcane though?
I don't know.
Because Arcane, a few months after that, suddenly things are different. Suddenly everyone's like, "Hooray, Arcane!" And
Yeah. Oh, hooray! Riot saved the day, but they shut the bed 2 months earlier. Haha.
Actually, do you think like they purposefully cut the corners because they knew it would be better to focus on Arcane?
I think no, because Arcane was made by another studio that had nothing to do with
Well,
it.
yes, but
And Arcane's been in development for how long?
6-7 years.
But they still had the in-game skins and in-game little, not game mode, but they had like a little freaking.
Yeah, but the skins were 750 RP level skins versus, Sentinels of Light. We had two legendaries.
It was an insane
But
skins.
the point is that for Sentinels of Light, the problems came from the visual novel, which was an in-client project. But the same team was likely working on the Arcane little, on the little files in the client as well.
Oh, yeah. Mm,
So maybe they shifted towards Arcane a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have they realized that Arcane would have more potential and be
Yeah.
like, okay, drop the ball on that one and just
Like,
try
alright,
to
wrap it
salvage.
up, like make the story a bit quicker, We need to move on. So like maybe they were under the pressure of time because of Arcane.
yeah,
true.
potentially.
Yeah, but like,
It's like, how long have been things getting worked on? That's another question, really.
And like, and especially since there are only 2 months between these two. They had to like already start working on it a bit earlier than, and maybe they didn't even have the full visual novel done.
it would be cool from them to address that. Like, to actually explain, like, oh yeah, okay, so we shifted things because we knew we kind of done goofed and we wouldn't have time to finish, so we focused on Arcane, which you guys liked, haha, good job, praise us. But yeah, I really wish they could address
The
all
main
the
issue, the main issue is that first of all, we don't know what canonically happened. Like there are 4 different versions.
because nothing is clear.
Yeah. And like that alone is an issue. But the bigger issue is that from a canonical point of view, there is only one rule to what's canon. If it's on universe, it is canon. Canonically, there is no mention of the ruination on universe. Like they released all the story in client and in the cinematics. The written universe saw none of this. So we actually have no idea what happened. And like, I truly mean no idea.
Yeah, maybe things were differently. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, I see your point.
Because we got one story with Hecarim, like invading Demacia, and that's it. He didn't even invade Demacia. He was like on the edge of Demacia, and he was like, "Ha, we're gonna attack the city," and that's literally where the story cut off.
And it turns out it's Shyvana.
Exactly, the freaking Shyvana out of nowhere. I don't know how she got there, but hey, she's there, And like, universe has no explanation for this. It's like they just, I don't know. I just don't know why universe got nothing.
I'm just annoyed about like all of those versions are sort of canon because it's different interpretation from like different point of view. So like for every point of view it is canon, because if I see things from my point of view it is canon for me, etc. It's like, no, please just don't go that way.
I kind of hate that. Like it took a lot of my mental work to shift like my mindset when it comes to League and like be like, all right, Arcane is not canon. It's own like separate little universe with different details. Like, yeah, sure, I get that. I will not accept that whatever is like League's client and like the main story there, that it's different from what's actually happening. Like that.
It is super sad.
That is a bit too far.
Yeah, I understand that
That's awkward.
Like that they would do it to not have any issue in the future of like, oh yeah, we kind of need to like rewrite that part. I understand fully that that's like, yeah, okay, so nothing is set in stone, but same time it is kind of hard to explain the lore of a character when you don't exactly know what really happened canonically.
Yeah, and again, it could be time pressure. Like, you know, we need something, so just write something. But you know, it's not canon, so one will mind. You know,
Nothing's canon because the true canon is the Journal of Justice.
Oh boy. Oh, I feel old now. Oh, back in my days, we had our Lord, the Journal of Justice. And we had summoners. Yes.
we had LeBlanc, who is actually Jarvan.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we still got what?
We still don't know
one
about
champion,
that, right?
One champion that references summoners.
Hold on, I think actually everything was cleaned up now.
Wait, Ari, don't you trust me, summoner?
Oh no, yeah, in game, yes, but in the lore, I think there was one more that was referencing it, and that was cleared out. I think that might have been actually Sona. No, it wasn't Sona. It was someone.
Sona got cleaned up a while ago.
I think the last one was Shaco, and they gave him like a brief new bio that like no one cared. Like let's give him like 4 sentences.
Shaco is a clown. The end.
Yeah, it's like 4 sentences just so the summoners are not mentioned there, and that was the last one, thankfully.
That's
but yeah, in game, some voice lines still go. Although, no, didn't they remove some of them?
I don't know.
No, they haven't really removed any voice lines.
Oh, all right, then yeah,
They just hide stuff in the
All
files.
the champions already have so little voice lines they don't want to remove anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there's also like a lot of image files that should have been removed. That's also something that I'm kind of mad about for League of Legends. It's like, oh yeah, okay, so like the exe, like when the installation folder is, for example, 10 gigs. It's probably not the case. I don't have the exact number for that, but it's like you have so many images, even though it's compressed in WAD format. And so like you have so many images and stuff from like the first game modes or like early development League of Legends stuff. It's like, I understand that you don't want to spend time and pay someone for like 2 months to actually delete all files, but like, dude, please clean out your game.
They did do a big cleanup operation. I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago, and yeah, they haven't done one since.
Oh, because like that drives me crazy when I
that's when
look
they
for
removed the
files.
alpha files. Because I remember that. I remember back in the day when I actually opened up like a semi-working model viewer, and I was like, oh my god, there are like weird skeleton minions in the game. That was like
Yeah.
years ago now.
What drives me crazy though is the fact that they did a huge operation where I don't know if you guys know, like Tryndamere in the game files ages ago was called Dark Champ, and the
Wait,
one
wasn't that
more well-known
Aatrox?
one? No, Tryndamere. He was called Dark Champ, and Cho'Gath is a more well-known one. He was Green Terror.
Yes.
And you know,
I
Twisted
remember
Fate was Card Master.
Oh yeah.
Like they did a huge cleanup of all those names, but
Monkey King.
Wukong is still Monkey King.
Monkey. I fucking
I
hate
hate
it.
it so much.
Yeah. Hey, it's the same in Wall Drift, right?
It causes so many issues for like API devs as well, because it's like Wukong and Monkey King. Like it varies, like what you pull from, what you get.
Yeah. It's like, Twitch, it's Toxic Rat. Sona, mute piano. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just
Oh god. Piano.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Of everything you could go for mute piano.
I mean, you know, they had their little names for every single champion. There was Deadeye, from what I remember. That was Jin.
Yep, that was Jin.
I remember that. And that's really all I know.
Akshan was the Lost Sentinel.
Oh yeah, it was in the concept actually. Oh, freaking concepts. Why are the concepts always better than the champions?
Yeah. Oh, dude, Set would have been so great.
Set is legendary at this point.
Oh, I'm so mad they went for like this. I like the set design right now, but man, I am so mad they went for this one and not the concept.
People are like, you know, oh, it would be cool to have like the robot butler or the Darkin. I actually like the celestial god of might.
Yes,
with,
give
like
us a celestial set. Like,
okay.
give us that skin.
And okay, you are technical guys, so you know this more than me. Like, one of the reasons why they didn't go for like the four-handed fighter was because apparently there was a bone limit to the champions.
Yep.
But how does Sejuani work? Sejuani is riding Bristle that has a skeleton, but like Sejuani has a second skeleton.
I think I haven't animated Sejuani that much, or like looked into her file, because it's Sejuani, let's be real. She has like 4 polygons, so that's not that great. But as far as I remember, recent champions have more bones than, for example, what Sejuani has. I think Sejuani may have been a first back in the days, but for example, for Vex and Shadow, I feel like she has way more bones than Sejuani ever could have in any skill.
I also don't get why a bone limit isn't a problem.
I don't know.
Like, would really like 2 more hands would be that much? You know?
I can understand it's more annoying to animate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But in terms of so for Riot, they always they got issues of basically they want a skin to not exceed a certain amount of memory. So they have like hard memory limits, like the 10 most heaviest skins, for example, can't go over, I think it was 300 megabytes. So they try to stay away from these limits, but I can't think of why bones would be a problem. Like, it would make the animations a tiny bit bigger, but like the biggest problem is always textures and particle effects, really.
Yeah. I mean, wait, let me check.
That's why Lux is such a problem, because I think she is right now the only or one of like maybe 3 skins that go over their limit.
I think it's Elementalist Lux, it's Valkyrie MF, and I don't know the third one. I don't think it's actually DJ Sona. I think DJ Sona is fine.
I don't think Gun Goddess Misfortune goes over.
I think she does, because other than her, there's literally no other skin that would be more demanding.
No, that was a weird one that had a lot of particle effects. I can't remember who it was. I can't check.
Gotta be like someone with clones or something, and like does multiple things, like Zed or LeBlanc.
Some champions have multiple versions of their character.
It's like they've really optimized Lux though, so I don't think. Don't know if they actually
is Lux still flipped?
Or was it Ezreal maybe? Oh, Pulsefire Ezreal is fine, I think.
Bone wise, I would say yes. In terms of like number of polygons that you have to show and hide, depending on the way they did it, like it has the 3 or 4 models stacking one another.
I mean, like Udyr is the same though.
Oh, dude, so, I don't even remember.
You know, how come Udyr is fine? You know.
Yeah, I think
Let's see if
Udyr
it's
is
still
also
fine after the rework.
I mean, they will definitely just go away from like the different models for the different stances. What they will definitely do is have like one model, and that model will have augmentations to it.
Yeah,
because that's the way to like. Yeah, because if they do that, they don't have to give him 4 models for different skins.
Yeah,
and they just use one model that they make, and then use VFX to modify it. That's probably the way they are gonna do it.
Why is the also why don't we have the current Udyr rework right now? Like, was it a delay or?
I think so.
I think it was always scheduled for 2022.
Yeah, because there was one more rework, but we never learned what that was. That was planned, and that one was just cancelled. So there was one more. Yeah, I freaking Cho'Gath would be cool.
And then we were meant to have 2 champions, but then they both got delayed.
Yeah. Just damn it. Damn it, Arcane, what did you do?
Was it both from Zorn, aren't they, as well?
Yeah.
Was it one's from Zorn and one's from I don't
One
know.
is probably
No.
built over Drought Zone because one is the blueprints, like the Piltover blueprints, and the other one is like the Zonite Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, imagine if we had Finn as a playable
cool.
character with
Well,
his yellow jacket.
well, spoiler, I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
guess
was such a
that's
cool
kinda...
character as well.
My
Yeah.
bets
He doesn't
are
really get you.
my bets
anything.
are on Savika. Savika is definitely becoming a champion. There's no way around it. And that's because she's gonna be big in season 2. Because
she's not dead.
It's because in the last scene of season 1, you can see she's in the last drop, and the shot shows her like having a drink and a cigar, while behind her the main chair of the last drop is empty. So the show is kind of hinting the fact that Savika will take over the bar, and she's gonna be the boss. So Savika is gonna be big in season 2, and she has the big augmented arm. She's perfect for a champion.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they'll avoid it just to avoid potentially letting people down.
No, I like out of all the characters, I actually think that Savika is a good one. Like if they picked one character from that show to turn them into a champion, Savika is a good one.
Heimerdinger is a good one. That would be cool if they turned
that would be
Heimerdinger into a
That would be a
champion.
cool champion if he got like an ability where he was like throwing weapons just like he did in the show.
And we
Shooting
never
rock-
got to see his glamour.
shooting rockets out of his hair. You know.
I really wish, like, Heimerdinger, if it gets an ASU, and it's probably going to be the case at some point, if they could
No, Arcane
like
skin.
be close to
Sorry,
the
I had
Arcane
one.
design.
It's gonna be an Arcane skin.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's,
Where's Victor's arcane skin, eh?
Season 2.
Dude, that tweet like blew up, and I had to mute all notifications because I was literally spammed by everyone being like, an Echo doesn't have one. I'm like, dude, literally the same day, like, I don't know, 6 hours before my tweet, League officially announced that they would release a Firelight Ekko. Like, come on, read Twitter.
I mean,
Yeah.
I still think they are gonna save a few for season 2. Like Victor is gonna be there.
Hextech
think
Victor would have been insane.
I mean, in season 2, they could all just change appearances and they just do updated ones.
Yeah, but like Victor and Singed are pretty much guaranteed because they are gonna be the main characters of season 2. Singed doing stuff to Warwick and Victor literally transforming into the machine.
Oh yeah, Warwick.
Yeah.
So these
I
two
kind of
need to-
Or
wish.
should I say Vander, like everyone on the internet says?
Dun dun dun.
That's
I'm still on the fence whether or not it's Vander.
No,
Oh,
no, it is. There's no way it's not.
I saw something.
Freaking calling him the Hound of the Underground. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's too much.
I don't know. It's
There's so many. Calling him a pup, and then Silco telling Vander he's gonna show him what's inside him.
Yeah, the beast.
Oh yeah, he's gonna unleash the beast inside him.
Yeah, it's kind of too much when you said that. I was like, yeah, okay, there is no way it's not him.
I just feel
also-
it's too obvious.
If it
I
was
just-
Silco, if it's Silco in the end,
I just know. You know what Riot's like with being too obvious. They always do
No,
it
I
as
know
a.
what Arcane. No, I know what Arcane is like with being too obvious. They like to play mind tricks, especially in trailers.
Yeah.
So if
They
it's
could
Silco,
bamboozle.
It's like that's yeah. I'm just on the fence because potential bamboozle.
It can't be
Like,
Silco.
it's
It
so-
it has to be Vander. There's
I
literally
mean, it
no
cannot
other
be
way.
Silco is fucking dead.
No, but it's actually it has to be Vander. Like it has to be because Warwick in game when he's talking to Vi, he's first of all,
yeah.
he's saying who taught you how to punch, but Warwick also says I used to run the streets. Now you are
Yeah.
the one who runs. Vander ran the streets, right?
And Vander taught Vi how to punch and how to
it
fight
has-
and
When did
everything.
that Warwick even come out? When was that? That was 2017.
Yes, and
Start of
that's what-
2017.
And they already
Yeah.
knew what would be happening because Swain also had quotes with Jinx
Yes.
that were in Arcane.
Fiddlesticks
when,
as well.
when was Swain reworked? You know.
Oh, a while ago, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't that 2018?
Was it
Yeah,
after?
it was after Warwick.
So okay, so ever since Warwick.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay, so ever since Warwick's rework, they already knew what would be in Arcane then,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
it is insane.
Oh, it's like
yeah.
it's like the Warwick line for the Jinx.
Oh yeah,
interaction.
yeah.
You were there. I find that one amazing because like everyone was just like, oh, it's Vander because of that line. But no, that line is she was there in the operating room because obviously he was strung up on the ceiling.
Whoa! You just blew my mind.
Oh,
You didn't think of that?
what?
You didn't realize?
No, because Vander was like, oh, you were there because when Vander took thingy,
The explosion.
Shimmer. No, but he then took Shimmer and he kind of lost his mind, and that's where Jinx was there during the explosion.
No,
So
she
I
was
was like,
because
she was there.
because
Oh,
Warwick was stringed up in the
Whoa!
ceiling,
I did not
and
realize
Jinx was
that.
getting operated on the bloody table.
I mean,
Oh
that's
my
if
God.
that's if Warwick was already there by the time, but it has to be the case.
He had to
my-
be there.
If it's
You-
true, that is
you just-
insane.
You just blew my mind.
How has no one thought of that?
I did
That's what
that-
I've only thought about that line. I didn't think of that line for anything else.
I was thinking about the connections to the explosions, not to that. That's cool.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I'm actually okay, I'm astonished by that revelation, possible revelation.
Freaking every time, freaking Arcane is still like dropping little teasers like every now, or like new Easter eggs, like the freaking Jinx hair in the freaking poster, you know,
Oh god.
spelling out Jinx.
Yeah.
And that poster
also,
has been out for how long?
Yes.
since at least True Damage, because there was a teaser in it.
Oh yeah, true. Damage.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Also, apparently, I saw some comparison videos. Potentially that Urgot, I don't know if it was confirmed or not. I'm not sure. Urgot could have been one of the Selko's henchmen in Act 1 that Vi literally uppercuts. Like, you know the move? The guy is like a big bulky guy, and it's literally the same move and the same shot as in the
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
in the other video where you see actually
Yeah,
Urgot and everything. Like the way she punches him, it's the same.
I even referenced it in the video that like they reference that shot, but I don't think that's Urgot because Urgot's
I
lore
don't
is
know,
way
yeah,
too
kind of
different.
weird. It doesn't have face tattoos.
No, because Urgot has to be, first of all, he has to be from Noxus, and second of all, he has to be enslaved in the mines. So, like, his origins are far too different for even Arcane to change that.
Yeah, it's just like a neat reference then. But like, yeah, I saw that this morning because I couldn't sleep and everything. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But I didn't think about like he was hung up on the ceiling and he saw
that one.
What the fuck?
God damn it. No,
That is.
I'm actually like thinking like, okay, how can I turn this into a video?
how can I milk 20 minutes of video?
How can I tell? No, it's like, how can I tell people? Do I do it like during Rift News randomly? You know.
Yeah, you could.
I guess that's the only option I have.
I mean, yeah. You definitely could. If you're like, hey, I just had a thought the other day while doing a magnificent Wood Division podcast.
Speaking of which, we are nearing 2 hours, so we'll probably have to wrap this up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, true. Yeah, 1 hour and 48. Oh.
Yep.
We haven't even talked about the Riot Forge announcements.
Project L, yeah, and Song of Nunu.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Freaking Project L is gonna be a good one because they are gonna be, they are dedicated for like Project L to be like the fighter to play for like the next 10 years. Because normally, which is different, because normally companies don't make fighting games as a long-term project because there's Street Fighter and like the next year there is a new Street Fighter, or like Tekken and there is, or not Tekken even, like Mortal Kombat, and the next year there's a new Mortal Kombat. And so like they make fighting games with the thought of like, hey, next year we are gonna release a new one. So like they always kind of feel incomplete and like things are cut. But here, Riot is different, and they're gonna make a game, and they're gonna essentially, just like they treated League, they are just gonna make it so that it lasts for as long as it can last. So that's why I'm excited for Project L, because I know it's not gonna go anywhere.
I can't wait for a champion selection screen with 150. Try to pick out your fighter from all the.
I want to play
squares.
Yumi in this game.
It's gonna be. This is gonna be.
Well, you can with the tag team mechanic.
Oh yeah, you can. You know, tag team. Yeah, but like, it's gonna be like Smash Brothers, where it's gonna be like, oh, who's gonna be the next champion? Who's gonna be the next chosen one?
La li, la la.
If only it played like Smash Bros.
Freaking Ivern joins the game.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Oh god, no!
Have giant Daisy on the screen bidding the shit out of you.
Know, like, set is guaranteed, right?
Nah,
there's gonna be set. There's gonna be
Vi.
Lee Sin, set, Vi.
I'm curious if they scrapped Ari or not.
No, I think Ari has to be in it. It's like to.
She's she's such a popular champion.
Yeah, just like Jinx.
Why would she be scrapped?
Just because they didn't, you know, when we first saw Project L, we saw Ari fighting Darius.
No, but she was there. No, but she was there in the.
Was she?
In the, yeah, in the new trailer. She had like the air combo stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that, but.
Yeah, she was there. She juggled you for like 20 seconds. Fun.
Okay.
Oh, that's frustrating. I don't want to play it.
I remember seeing Ekko, Jinx.
Maybe you like vomited while it was happening, because that was truly disgusting.
I mean, I think we kind of missed the announcement for like Project L because we were in the room watching Arcane again. So like, yeah, and then we heard, oh yeah, dude, there's gonna be that thing at that moment and everything. And then we went here, and the only thing we saw was like the announcement for Project L. I think it was like midway through, and then we saw the Arcane Season 2 teasers, and that's the only thing I can remember from the day.
Oh, I haven't watched this extended video that's got Ari in it. Okay.
Yeah. I like the combo.
I just remember Ekko moves.
What I like about the game is that it is also very simple when it comes to controls, which is a really good game.
Easy to pick up, hard to master.
Yeah, exactly. Because like when it comes to fighting games, that's one of the reasons why I don't play them. I mean, first of all, I've had my share of PvP, so that's the one thing that's gonna hold me back a bit. I'm not sure if I really wanna like get into a PvP game again, but the simplicity of the controls is gonna be a big plus for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable.
God, that animations and the particles are so good.
They are good, but I don't know if maybe I like the original more, the first one. But here's the thing.
I understand that.
The first one graphically, in my opinion, looked a little bit better because it wasn't so heavily stylized, and especially now, there are the other fighting games. I forgot the name. That are also like stylized into comics. The Dragon Ball one was definitely, and then there's the other one which I don't know the name of, but people will know. But yeah, like the comic. Gear. Yeah, Guilty Gear. The comic styled, you know, fighting games. We've seen that, so Riot didn't have to go for that. The issue with the original design was that the camera was zoomed in too much. And they really wanted to like go a bit further away so that you had more room to like jump around and stuff. So they changed the design of the characters a bit too, because they didn't need to be so detailed because the camera wouldn't be so close. So that's one of the reasons why they changed it.
Also, a good point about the fighting game and all of the new games that they're gonna show and make in the future, be it like the Rune King, Song of Nunu, Project L, and everything. Environments. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Now, like, hopefully we're gonna have like good environments to like have a better idea of like how, like, I don't know, a part of Zon or like Piltover looks like in real 3D, like real enjoyable stuff.
Because from League, because we know what the places look like because of lore in a written way,
concept art as well,
and concept art as well, and then in League we see Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, that's it.
And that is it.
Yeah. Never gonna have Piltover, Summoner's Rift, or...
Yeah, nothing like that. No augmentations. No snow! God damn it!
And then ARAM, we got the lovely Howling Abyss, and then we had the Bilge Water skin.
Yeah, they never used it again.
It's...
Dude, the moment they're gonna drop it again, I mean, they're gonna reuse it again, I'm finally gonna be able to share my old Bilge Water video where I used that map. That has literally no views, but it looks so cool.
I still have some shots that I also recorded just in case I want to use them for a video. I never did, because now we have freaking Ruined King. I have better environment for
Yeah,
the
true.
water.
True. Also, kind of sad the environment were a bit flat for the fight. Other than that, it was cool. Like good graphics.
Wait, you
good
mean
everything.
in Project L or Ruined King?
No, the Ruined King.
Oh yeah, it's because they had to repeat the backgrounds a lot. But like the environment in the outside world as you ran around, that was freaking gorgeous. So,
Yeah, it was very nice.
That was very good, especially the vistas where like something always like appeared in the background. But yeah, during the fights, I just had to like repeat some of the background. So
Kind of cheap, but sometimes it's just the fights. You don't focus on the background. You want to focus on what's
that's
going
true
on.
as well.
Like,
You don't really pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Still,
Other than that,
it's nice to have a beautiful environment to admire.
but you're
It's all
beautiful
about
enough to
graphics
admire right now.
nowadays. It's all about graphics nowadays.
Wow, okay, that went over his head. Alright. I'm not gonna
Anyway.
repeat it.
He's not beautiful, I guess.
Song of Nunu, are you guys excited for it?
Yes.
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 Ah, why? No, I'm joking, because it's gonna
3D
take...
platformer, hello, with puzzles.
I like Lego games. This looks like an adventure Lego game.
Yeah, it looks really promising.
At least I think it's got some platform elements.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of if there is
But-
any combat and how it would play out.
I
It
hope
does
it's
have
like
combat.
I hope it's like the Last Guardian, what was it?
Okay, yeah.
The game
Yeah.
where there's a kid and the freaking flying dog. or
Shadow of
whatever.
the Colossus, Nunu, let's
No,
go.
no.
No.
But yeah,
It
I
is
hope
the
That
Last
would be
Guardian.
such a cool game though, if you could climb like Malphite as a like.
freaking the Watchers like with their freaking
Yeah,
8
that would be an insane
Very
game to
cool.
play. Like some.
I would love
Void
it if it's like
monsters.
Breath of Nunu.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, probably already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of Nunu, Enter the Willem.
How about no? How about very much a red flag?
Other than that, like real quick fire thingy. Hextech Mayhem, your thoughts about that? Because I haven't. I mean, I
Haven't
played
played
it
it.
during the event, but that was it.
I still haven't played it.
It's a pretty good game. I think it's like $10, is it, or 15?
Yeah,
for 15,
it's pretty
for
cheap.
15 bucks. It's cheap. I had a couple of hours of fun there, so it's worth the price. It's nothing massive, but it's a good couple of hours of fun.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
a
it has its.
Very surprise launch.
I am
Yeah.
very surprised one, yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it they announced it a week before it came out?
No, I think.
No,
I think less than that.
It literally came out at the same day as the
Yeah.
Ruined King, out of nowhere.
They tweeted about that. It's like, oh yeah, you guys should like the bit trip runner makers. It's like, hey, you guys should make a game. And it's like, hey, we announced Hextech Mayhem at launch in 2 days or something, or like just today.
Yeah,
like, what
it
the
was
fuck?
just it was very sudden. Very
Why? Yeah. Other than that, what do we have?
And there's also
Ba, 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 ba.
Convergence.
Yeah. Oh, they haven't released anything about it, right?
No, they showed gameplay.
a bit of gameplay, yeah, not too
Yeah.
much. Just some,
Oh
like,
shit, I missed
running,
that.
Some running, some parkour, not too much.
Yeah, I need to catch up because
I
I think they
there was some combat
released
as
that
well.
when I was in the plane.
I still feel I still don't know what to think about that game because I haven't played Speed Brawl, so Speed Brawlers, which is like the game after which it is themed. So yeah.
Oh.
I'm definitely more hyped for Song of Nunu.
Yes, I am too right now. Yes.
Though I do
like a good
like the visual appearance of Convergence more.
I mean, you know, Echo.
But Song of
Echo,
Nunu just hits everything for me.
It's
I just love puzzles.
like
and
Nunu.
puzzles, 3D platformers with
I'm
bit of combat.
exactly the
Yeah.
same. I like 2D platformers a bit more, but still puzzles.
Elderwood, Gnar, and Rek'Sai skins that were announced. What do you mean, eh?
I don't care.
Oh, you don't like them? Okay, I guess
No,
eh
you got
out of 10.
astronaut. You know, astronaut Gnar is king.
It's like
Nah.
no, they look cool. I just don't care about the theme.
Oh,
Rek'Sai is Rek'Sai.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Rek'Sai
no,
is...
yeah. Rek'Sai looks exactly the same as like the Frost Rek'Sai, the Black Frost one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pool party Rek'Sai and
Yeah,
It's like
that was one of my
Astronaut,
points.
nah,
Like,
why?
it looks
Blue and
really
purple.
similar to the Black Frost Rek'Sai. Which is kind of a shame. But at the same time, you cannot do much with a champion like that.
I mean, no, but like Gnar is actually cool. It looks cool, but like, I don't. Yeah.
He has better skins as well. Okay, so I guess
that's been the theme of skins for since what, the
Debonair,
dragon skins, since the Dragonmancer skins. It's just been like even the Dragonmancer skins were like a bit hit and miss.
And then there's
Yeah.
Bard.
Oh, no, I wasn't a big fan of them. I was
Right?
like,
But
Yeah, Bard's like been the only
is
good
like,
thing for a
woo,
while.
and then Gwen is like,
oh wait, oh you mean Cafe Cutie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I was like, wait,
No,
Bard
no,
has
no,
a
no,
Dragonmancer
that's-
skin? Wait a minute. Did I miss something?
no,
But yeah,
that's-
no. Bard is
Cafe
vague.
Cutie's Gwen is actually just a chroma for the base skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a scam, to be honest. It might be a harsh word, but it really looks similar to the base skin.
I mean, Firelight Ekko is a scam in the sense of there's no special sound effects apart from his Rue call.
No mask.
Yeah, true. That's... Oh, also, Necrit, did you see the the Bard video that I made?
No.
No, shit, I need to send it to you after that then. You might have nightmares. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one who made the video with Bard and Jax?
Oh yes. Oh, that's so old.
Three fingers
Yeah.
and 3 holes.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
Oh, what?
It was.
Yeah,
it
I
was
remember it now.
different.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like what, like 7 years ago or something? Oh my
You can't
God.
have bigger nightmares than that. So.
True.
Yeah, I remember that.
Your thoughts on the Kaisa statue?
Oh my god, it's price tag.
The price.
No, I
okay.
gotta say, I am so glad it's got exchangeable head.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I hate
That
the human
detail is amazing.
Yeah.
head. But it's always with these statues, like in the photos and whatever they have. Oh, it's nice, and then you get the real thing. And
It
the
looks ugly.
The face
I
looks weird.
I think
I
faces are the
feel
hardest
with-
thing to paint.
Yeah.
I feel when you're starting to pay up like nearly a K per statue, it comes like how it's photographed.
But not this one. Hold on. I can quickly check. The
I think
merch
even
store.
the Arcane one was...
Because they updated. Oh yeah. If you go to merch store, you can see that they updated the. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Could be
Actually,
worse.
it's kind of similar to what it was shown before, but it's still different. From
I find it crazy. It's what was it, a quarter scale?
Oh yeah, quarter. It's massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's what she said.
I like the skull. I like the setup. It's a good. I just don't care about Kaisa, the most boring.
Yeah,
character.
give me a Katarina statue like
Fucking
that.
give me, no,
and
Wait,
give me
what?
I'll be
this
all
exact,
over it.
What
this
do you mean a
exact
Katarina
pedestal,
statue,
This
Sim?
exact skull, give me Kassadin on it.
Yes.
Or give me
Daddy.
give me Kha'Zix.
I was just about to say, so you don't want Kaisa, you want her daddy.
Yes.
I
Yes, please. Give me
We see
Malzahar.
what-
Give
I
me
know that-
Zillion. I would take Zillion.
Yeah, Zillion with the Legend of Runeterra design.
Oh hell yeah.
That would
Or
be
like
so
Jax,
insanely cool.
you know. Anything that fights the void, not her. She's the most boring character when it comes
Yeah,
to
true.
fighting void that we have.
I agree. It's kind of a shame that she's got designed like that. I mean, now it's like every single skin she has, she's the most beautiful woman.
Yeah,
And
which is
she
exactly
doesn't. I think
Wait.
she doesn't have a single scary skin.
Wait, this Kaisa is this the only way you can get that emote?
I think, yeah.
I think you can buy it directly for RP. I think no,
But
because
no,
in the
it
bundle,
says it's
free. It is free with the bundle, which means that it is paid in
Oh.
the client.
Oh.
no. If you scroll down, it says exclusive. I won't back down emote.
Oh.
It says in the description.
Oh no.
I'll just buy the little legends that they
That's
released.
kind of a bad move.
So 1,000 people can have this emote until, you know, it accidentally goes into Hextech crafting.
Oh, you're right. It's limited, so only 1,000 people can buy it.
Oh.
Oh.
And then they don't want to limit our like season 2 Riven skin and be like, we're gonna re-release it to make more money.
Yeah.
Hey, you want this new emote? It's only 845 euros.
Don't care about this statue, I just want the emote, dude.
I'll just buy my little Legends vinyl figures.
Dude, I'm so tempted to like drop $100 just to get the Piltover duck.
Piltover duck? Wait, what?
Yeah, the Piltover duck, like the little legend, like the blue duck. That's from Piltover. I mean, there is also a Zonite duck.
What? Wait,
yeah.
you mean like in TFT? No, I'm talking about the merch. Because on
my bad. I thought you.
Or the mugs.
No, not the mugs. If you go to merch store right now, they actually have like little figures. But hold on, I wanna see. It's not a set, right? It's available.
God, the mugs are 19
I think it's
euros.
random. Hold on, check the merch store. Is it random? I just realized that. What's this? Is that IRL eggs? You can buy a little packet for $12, and I think it has one TFT little legend. Available.
Oh, the blind box vinyl figures.
Oh my! I'm buying like 20 of these. I'm not even kidding. I'm opening this one.
When did they add this?
There's no ref. Oh my god! It's random. Okay, so there's like 7.
Yeah, the blind box. Yeah, it's blind box.
You can see the chances. I am buying like 50 of these.
Oh yeah, you can see the chances.
Right now, I'm literally ordering them as I speak.
This is just spiraled out of control. We're meant to be wrapping things up.
Can we just Chibiin, be responsible. Do your job. Get us out of here.
It was a pleasure being with you guys tonight. Hopefully we can do that more frequently than once a year.
It all depends how much content Riot gives us.
Yeah, true. I mean, that could be cool if we could talk like often.
I mean, this
about,
could
like,
have been
what's
like
PB.
5 different episodes potentially.
Yeah, true. True.
With how much we ended up talking about in the end.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can still figure out for like the next PBE patch or something if we want to do something quick or not.
I
guess the pilot is gonna be like 2.5 hours of just us rambling.
Rift News extended. Essentially.
Yeah, dude, Rift News Live, like, boom, do a podcast, invite other people. We just figure out the TV stuff and be like, hey, that works.
It's Rift News Extra.
Alright.
You're the extra.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to... I guess I'm gonna try to take it as a compliment.
Now give us an extra outro.
Chibiin, do your job.
Alright. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, what an outro.
Yeah, fuck you.
God damn it.